The Oscars are just around the corner, and if you're like me, it's the perfect time to look back on the previous winners of the coveted award for Best Picture. From musicals to gritty dramas, there are dozens of films all from different genres that have earned the top honor. But which Best Picture winners are the best films of the bunch? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Since 1927, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has honored the best actors, directors, and films. And every year since, the Academy has selected one movie to be the best picture. Now, there are so many great films that have walked away with the Oscar, but if I were to pick my favorite 5 of all time, this is how I would rank my favorite best pictures. Starting off at number 5, The Departed. Now, in 2006, Martin Scorsese won his very first Oscar for this crime thriller that's actually a remake of the Hong Kong film Infernal Affairs. Now, this movie has one of the best ensemble casts of all time, with Leo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, Mark Wahlberg, Vera Farmiga, and Alec Baldwin, just to name a few. Set in modern-day Boston, a police officer infiltrates the Irish mob syndicate, while at the same time, the mob places a mole within the police force, and things get really messy. I absolutely love this movie. It's full of great dialogue, a really smart plot, and incredible performances. In total, The Departed won 4 Oscars: Best Picture, Best Directing, Best Film Editing, and Best Adapted Screenplay. If you haven't seen this movie, you have to add it to your watch list. I promise you won't be disappointed. And that brings us to my number 4 favorite Best Picture winner, No Country for Old Men. In 2007, the Coen brothers won their very first Best Picture Oscar for this crime thriller set in the 1980s. And stars the likes of Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem, Tommy Lee Jones, and Woody Harrelson. In the movie, a hunter comes across a drug deal gone wrong in the middle of a Texas desert. Lots of dead bodies, a bag full of cash. He takes the money, but he doesn't realize the can of worms he just opened until a vicious and notorious hitman is hired to track him down. This is by far my favorite Coen brothers movie of all time. There's so much tension. All the actors in the movie give some of the best performances of their career, and the cinematography is absolutely gorgeous. In total, No Country for Old Men won 4 Oscars: Best Picture, Best Directors, Best Supporting Actor for Javier Bardem, and Best Adapted Screenplay. If you love to be on the edge of your seat, this movie is definitely for you. And now coming in at number 3, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. In 2003, Peter Jackson's third and final installment in the Lord of the Rings trilogy not only earned the Best Picture, it also became one of the most critically and commercially successful films of all time. Now, The Lord of the Rings is one of my favorite trilogies, and this is my favorite film in that trilogy. It's just so epic and entertaining on so many levels, and it's a perfect conclusion to the entire saga. Return of the King cleaned up at the Academy Awards. It was nominated for 11 Academy Awards, and it actually won in all 11 categories. It holds the record for the highest ever clean sweep at the Oscars. It's also Peter Jackson's only Academy Award for Best Picture. And that brings us to my second favorite Best Picture, Gladiator. In 2000, Ridley Scott's epic historic drama earned the Best Picture and catapulted Russell Crowe's career into the stratosphere. Crowe plays a disgraced Roman general who's sold as a gladiator and fights his way through opponents seeking a way to get revenge on the corrupt emperor who killed his entire family. There's so many things I love about this film. The epic battles, the incredible performances, the cinematography, and the iconic score by Hans Zimmer. And Gladiator is another highly decorated film, earning a total of 5 Academy Awards, including Best Actor for Russell Crowe, Best Costume Design, Best Sound, Best Visual Effects, and Best Picture. And now, the top spot for my favorite Oscar-winning Best Picture goes to Braveheart. Actor-director Mel Gibson's Scottish war epic earned the Best Picture honor in 1995 and established Gibson as one of the best directors in the industry. I know, say what you will about Gibson as a person, but there's no denying that he's an incredible actor and maybe even a better director. The movie tells the story of William Wallace, who begins a nationwide revolt against King Edward I of England after his bride is executed. Now, I've seen this movie so many times, probably more times than any other Best Picture winner. I love just about everything about it. The story, the battles, the cinematography, all the way down to the score. This is one of the most inspiring movies I've ever seen, and it always leaves me thinking about it. Not only did Braveheart win Best Picture in '95, it won 4 other Academy Awards, including Best Director, Best Cinematography, Best Sound Editing, and Best Makeup. If you haven't seen Braveheart, what are you doing? It's amazing. It's easily one of the best movies ever made. Well, that's it. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree with my list? I would love to see how you would rank your Best Picture, so go ahead and drop your rankings in the comments down below and let's discuss. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and until next time, I'll see you guys at the movies.